I think this election is definitely more hotly contested. It's definitely dirtier. I mean, we saw the Nkandla report by the Public Protector released very close to the election in March, and opposition parties immediately twigging onto that. The problem with this election is that it's been overshadowed by very controversial issues. You know, dirty tricks by political parties. The DA's SMS saying President Jacob Zuma stole 250 million, which a court actually found it was not defamatory. So it's definitely been dirty. I mean, there have been court cases over adverts, over the SABC pulling adverts, over the DA's SMS, for instance. Political parties have definitely pulled up all the stops to grab media attention in whatever way they could. I think our posters show very little creativity. The Gang posters were quite schizophrenic. They went from one party logo to the next party logo as the party changed its mind. You may be sitting in traffic and twig and see a poster and think, I should Google that party and see what they're about. But by and large, direct contact is probably the best way to get a vote. At the ANC's victory rally on Sunday, the Democratic Alliance decided to have a plane fly over bearing a banner saying vote DA, which was very innovative and it was cheeky. I quite like that. The DA and the ANC for me are the two best, the two most creative, innovative parties. The ANC's been having these massive sort of socials for young people in the province in various parts of it. So, the Democratic Alliance as well, its manifesto launch was, it was quite exciting. It was quite fun. I think the Minority Front is on its way out. I think it's going from it's remained a largely regional party in KwaZulu-Natal. The Democratic Alliance's strategy in the last election to call for strong opposition and to urge South Africans to vote for a stronger opposition party and not waste their votes on small parties such as the ACDP or even the Minority Front had damaged the fortunes of these parties quite significantly. The DA is obviously trying to represent the demographics of the country and appeal to the black vote. The Freedom Front Plus thinks that the DA is alienating its core Afrikaans constituency. The Freedom Front Plus believes that it's going to actually have a better showing in this election because of the change in trajectory in the DA. Julius Malema inspires either love or hate. There is no middle ground. He's a character who, people either love him or they hate him. You cannot ignore or be indifferent toward him. The EFF has definitely brought a new energy to election campaigning. What is worrying about this election is we have seen intolerance. Over the weekend, the DA accused ANC supporters of stoning buses. There was some clashes between NFP and IFP supporters earlier in the year in KZN. In Gauteng, a row emerged because of the use of ANC colours in provincial government advertising, which means, according to the DA, that the provincial government was actually bankrolling adverts for the governing party. Clever marketers have twigged on to the value of election posters, some even mimicking their style to promote their own brands.